The peopling of the Americas is one of the most captivating archaeological topics in the Western Hemisphere. Many pre-Clovis sites have been found in recent decades, reshaping how we think people from the Old World originally came to the New World. Near the end of the Pleistocene, the most recent ice age, sea levels were drastically lower, creating a land called Beringia. This allowed people to cross from Northeast Asia into the Americas, and thus becoming the ancestors of indigenous peoples found here. Yet how people got into North America is only part of the story. The same migration of people spread into Central and South America. And evidence from sites in the far south of South America shows people migrated rather rapidly. South America's Paleoindians adapted to the landscape in ways similar to those people in North America, facing a previously uninhabited landscape. Fishtail points are one of the most diagnostic artifacts of South America Paleoindians, and is the style of point I'm flintknapping here. Fishtail points have a geographic distribution covering Central America and South America. However, the concentration of the style seems to be in Uruguay, the Pampa, Central Patagonia, and south of Patagonia. There are two stylistic variations of fishtail points, one that is more lanceolate with rounded shoulders, and another with wider, pronounced shoulders. The base of the stem is incurvate and often flares, giving it its distinct fishtail appearance. Fluting does occur with the style, but on less than half of examples. Most fishtail points that aren't fluted do have basal thinning flakes. Only about a tenth of fishtail points have fluting on both faces, while it is more common for flutes to only occur on one face. These flutes were removed from both isolated platforms and edges that were beveled to one side. These points occur in a wide variety of sizes, from as small as 12 millimeters all the way to examples exceeding 100 millimeters. Fishtail points that are in the 12 millimeter range are classified as miniatures, and evidence suggests that they did not have a utilitarian function. Most fishtail points would have been in the middle of this diverse size range. Fishtail points were made from a wide range of materials, including chert, quartzite, silicrete, jasper, agate, opal, quartz, and basalt. Since I did not have access to any South American lithic materials, I decided to make my point from Keotite chert, which is from Oklahoma. Fishtail points were produced by native South Americans from 12,900 to 11,250 calibrated years before present. The people who made fishtail points were not those who first migrated into South America. Their ancestors made it into the continent possibly as early as 18,500 years before present. Current evidence suggests that people initially migrated into the Americas via a Pacific coastal route from Beringia. Paleoindian people likely followed this route through Central America and moved along both South American coasts, making their way to the southern end of the continent. One of the locations with the earliest signs of human activity in South America is Monteverde. Monteverde is located in what is now southern Chile. Monteverde is composed of several sites within close proximity to each other, all of these having produced dates ranging from 18,500 to 14,500 years before present. One of the most well-known sites at Monteverde is designated by archaeologists as MV2, which is dated to around 15,000 calibrated years before present. This site has incredible preservation, with the remains of a tent-like dwelling, artifacts of wood and reed, and even impressions of human footprints being preserved. Most lithic artifacts at the site are trimmed pebble tools and bola stones, with smaller numbers of bifacial projectile points and flakes being recovered. While people were in South America much earlier and did produce projectile points, fishtail horizon points are one of the oldest formal point styles in this region. This, in some ways, resembles the North American Paleoindian archaeological record. While many pre-Clovis sites have been found, there does not seem to be a well-defined, widespread projectile point style until Clovis points were produced. Like other Paleoindian peoples, those who made fishtail points appear to have been highly mobile, as evidenced by the distance of finished artifacts from the source of stone that they were made from. At the Tigray site, artifacts from the fishtail component were made from stone 190 to 350 kilometers south of the site. Fishtail components have been found at both open-air sites and at rock shelters. These Paleoindian peoples used and left behind domestic sites, hunting sites, resource processing sites, and special activity sites. Fishtail points seem to have been used primarily as projectiles due to the presence of impact fractures. Impact fractures are flakes, usually running from the tip down towards the base, which are the result of having struck an object at a high velocity. Impact fractures are easy to identify and a sure sign that a point was used as a projectile tip. Some examples also appear to have been used as knife blades. These points were heavily curated, which means they were used a lot before being discarded. Examples are often worn down from many resharpenings. Sometimes when these points were heavily reworked, they were repurposed and made into end scrapers.